Hi, Mike Kennedy with you here. We're looking at this Retouch app. It costs $2. And as usual, apps for image editing do one or two things really well. It's not like having Photoshop or GIMP or something on your computer where you have these hundreds of adjustments you can make. But I found this one quite interesting for a few purposes. Let's get something out of the album here. We're going to get a picture of a bird because I thought this was funny how well this appeared to work. So we've got this bird. Of course, he's the main part of our photo, but let's just pretend we didn't want him. We want to click on this Band-Aid, and then we're going to trace him. Okay. And you can refine this quite a bit as well. But look at that. It's gone. We'll go back. You see him? Now you don't. It's interesting because this seems to work better with a complicated background. Sometimes things like these healing tools work better with a smoother background, but that actually worked pretty well. So let's try something else here. We'll go back to the home position. And oh yeah, there's some tutorials here that here's what we were just doing, removing unwanted images. You can see it picks that little, I don't know if it's a mailbox or some type of signage, and the remove object and makes it disappear. I use the heal tool, but you can use both of them depending, and you're going to find some things work better under certain situations. Let's look at this. And here we have, we're going to make some of the leaves disappear. You can see that if you keep it within the small range, we'll do a larger one. It has to sample things near it. But you get the idea that we could go through this. Now let's try a big swath here. And you can use it as a spot tool too. Here we're just going to hit the spots. There, give you an idea what it can do. And of course you can see that you can go in closer, be a little carefuler with your adjustments here. You see, you can adjust the size of the brush tool, which obviously now, what I'm doing now, it's a little too small. So if we can go to these settings, we can make it quite a bit larger. But then again, we got to be careful of that because we don't want it to get so big that it starts intruding into areas that we don't want, because it's taking a sample of the pixels around the object and using them to kind of fill it in. And you know, for screen resolution things, this is fine. I think if you made enlargements of this or printed it, you would start to notice that problems with the pixelation. You'd notice uneven things. It's just a fact, and I don't know whether it's the way our eyes are or whatever, but if you take this is the iPad Mini 2, so I've got this screen that's certainly isn't 5x7, but if I was to take this and print it up the same size as the screen and look at the print, I might not be as happy with the print. There's something about being imposed on a screen with the matrix of the dots that makes it appear sharper than it is. When you actually, print it to paper where you guys can zoom in and look at things without the pixelation, sometimes you can see that the screen is providing, the image still has some of course, but it ends up looking a lot less sharp. But I think this tool is really good for screen, for photos you're going to share. And it has a line tool too for removing like clotheslines. a clone stamping tool, and the thing that I like the most that I'm kind of showing here is the healing tool. Here, oh, now we're using the remove object tool. See, you can see if you look closely, because I'm not keeping it with just the image, you can start to see these little spots where I've done it, and you can take care of that by some degree by using the whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go back one. By using the little eraser tool here. So if I wanted this to look a little better, I could go in here and erase some of the edges. Went too far there, but you know, and you can conform it more to the image and get more of an effect. So anyway, for $2, I think this is a pretty good retouch app for doing you know, quick and easy removal of blemishes, power lines, and different things like that in your images. Mike Kennedy saying bye, subscribe, like or whatever below, and comment.